How's it going, YouTube's 220 Prepper? And I know I've been going, but everything has been taken care of. So I will be back to posting a lot more consistently. I promise I'm actually back this time. So basically, I want to start with a quick series of videos before the main video itself. I'm gonna start a series of videos on bug out bags, and the reason why is because it doesn't necessarily have to be a bug out bag. It could bug out bags and EDC bags. So I guess we're gonna make just a bag in general series of videos. But the reason I don't want to is because I've seen tons of videos about this is in my bug out bag. I mean, there's millions of bug out bag videos out there. And it's because there's millions of different ways to do a bug out bag. And I've been asked recently by people directly, my friends, they're like, this is going on, I think it might be time. You're not crazy. I think it's my time for me to start prepping a little bit. Where do I begin? How do I do a bug out bag, et cetera, et cetera. There's YouTubers out there that, they just do everything. And, all of a sudden, like, I do think that the way things are, I might kind of want to get a bit of a bug out bag, but I don't know where to start. So, I mean, for instance, Matt Carricker from Demolition Ranch, Off the Ranch, Vet Ranch, he's got all those channels. He was just talking about, building one, and he was like, I kind of don't really know where to start. My wife likes that, what is that show called? Chrisley Knows Best. And the son was talking, he built his own little bug out bag because he was concerned about the fire or the earthquakes or whatever. I'm not going to fault him for that. I just say do it properly, do it right. And that's what these videos are for. They're going to be explaining to people the best way to do it. Because, I got my bug out bag here, and I know this looks really, really crazy and really large, but it's not as bad as it seems. And I'm going to give y'all the advice that I wish I was given, because when I got this bag, the contents in the bag are mine. The bag itself I got off of Amazon, and I saw the photos, it's got all the pouches on the side, which is, you got the pouch here, and, you got this pouch here, and that's when I saw it, I was like, yo, that's exactly what I've been looking for. I wanted a big bag, but not too big, and this one's not. And I wanted, to have the pouch on the outside so I could organize it better. And I got it, and I was very unhappy. Well, I wasn't very unhappy, but I was relatively unhappy with this bag for a couple reasons. The primary reason I was unhappy with this bag is very loud. And that's not from stuff that's in there. I mean, some of it was what's in there because I've got pills in here. But it's from all the zippers on the bag. And if I'm needing to bug out, then I need to not be making excess noise. So I think I'm going to put a bunch of rubber bands on there. But I'll get into that later. The first thing I want to tell you about a bug out bag, and this is something I've only seen in one or two other videos. The primary thing I want to tell you is find a bug out bag and contents for your level of preparedness. Not mine, not anybody else, not Never Enough Ammo or Bear Independent. He's a very good YouTuber. Just NWA Prepper, whatever. They have their levels of preparedness. I have mine. You have yours. Everybody has a different level of preparedness, and that's how you need to set up your bug out bag. I'm going to give you some advice and some tips on bags and how to set them up for you. But the biggest piece of advice I can give you, it's not gear, it's not the contents, it's not the bag. It is have the stuff for what you are capable of doing, what you need to be able to survive. And the reason I say that is because if I lived on the ocean, right? Maybe I have a desalinator or something like that to get salt water, to get those salts out of the water, because it's drinkable without the salt. So without the salt and all the extra stuff in it, and if I had something in my bag to remove that, that's something that I need, but not you. And it's something that I know how to use, but maybe somebody else lives on the coast. They're like, oh, that's a really good idea. But if you don't know how to use it, it no longer helps you. It is now a deterrent. It's now no longer good. So that is the whole point and purpose of what I'm trying to say. You need to have contents to your abilities inside of your bag. It doesn't do you any good to have a bag like this with everything in it if you don't know how to use half of it properly. It doesn't do you anything good to have a bag like this if none of it is for where you live. Because like I said, keep saying, I live in an apartment, I live in a city. That's not going to be the same as somebody that may live in a city but lives in a house. They have more space, they have better things, and maybe they're better, maybe they go hunting all the time. And if that's the case, you're gonna need something different than what I need. I don't go hunting all the time. I don't go hunting. It's not because I don't want to. It's because it's not available to me all the time. I have to go a distance to be able to go hunt. I can't do that. But still, you need to be able to get your bag set up towards what works best for you and not what works best for anybody else. So I'm going to leave it off here. I'm probably going to film another video. Honestly, I'll probably film it later today, but I'm going to actually try and do some edits and everything later. But I'm going to get this whole series out, and I want to do it properly, so you're going to have to bear with me while I do this step by step for you and break it down. So for all of those people who are wondering, how do I build a bug out bag, stay tuned because this video is coming for you.